Hi, welcome to the GenX Glam Gab channel here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I'm your host, Mom in the Basement, just doing a little bit of glam, a little bit of gab, and sometimes giveaways. If you missed my giveaway video, the first video of 2025, I'm going to link it here because if you watch that video, well, watch it. I mean, I don't know. You just have to like click on it, I guess, in order to make a comment. Make a comment in that video, any comment you want. You have a USA or Canada mailing address, and you're subscribed to the channel, you'll be entered to win. So good luck with everyone that enters. I hope many of you do. I would love to have an epic turnout for the first giveaway of the year. So in this video, and I'm already running behind, I got up early because I am adjusting, like readjusting to being in this time zone. So I did wake up several times in the night, but I managed to fall back asleep. And then I got up a little bit earlier than I normally would, which I thought was great. This gives me tons of time to go over my new makeup that I got. No, I pedaled around. I got distracted down at my glam station, just like settling back in. So here I am on the clock again, mad rush. But I do want to introduce some new products. I've already got my skincare down. I've got like went for some more super hydrating sort of like toner serums. You know, my moisturizer, Charlotte Tilbury, because I want to try new makeup. I want to make sure I give that makeup the best like sticking base, and I just find Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream gives me that. So let's just get into it. This is not a product that I bought on vacation. This is a Makeup by Mario Master Eye Prep set in the shade medium. Here it is. It's two sort of like creamy products, and then there is the powdery setting base. I got this while on vacation because Sephora, you're supposed to take a flat brush and pick a shade lighter than your lids. So in this case, but then they say about this product that it's super, super blendable. So I could theoretically, blend the two. Anyway, you pat this on your lids and then you set it with the powder. Why did I get this? I mean, I feel like this is something I could do, and it's not even coming on very good, is it? I feel like this is something that I do anyway when I put, when I prep my eyes, I will put my color correcting same sort of like creamy products on my lids, I'm dipping back into that lighter shade. I just don't feel like I'm getting any product on my lids. This is when I'm like, wish that I could, let me just turn off the video. I mean, I guess I could. Now I'm getting a little bit better with CapCut, and come back on when I have both lids done. So this product is not super creamy. It's not a cream to powder, but it is, I'm having a hard time working with it. But the reason I got it was because one time while I was on vacation, Sephora was offering a 20% off sale items. And this was an item that was already on sale. So I was just a little bit more aggressive dipping into the pan here with my brush, and it's going on a little bit better. Anyway, so I got this 20% off its sale price, and I'm always interested in, finding a product. But like I say, my color correcting products work just as good as something like this that's made specifically to prime the eye. I mean, the holy grail, I guess, for this kind of thing is P. Louise's rumor base, because it's also like a creamy like product, although it comes in a tube, not in a palette, and it's got decent pigment, and it does give good cover on your lids. All right, I feel like I got enough of this stuff on because we really need to move on. And this is such a pain. Like, it's so much easier just to swipe my NARS brightening paste, or whatever concealer I'm using on my lids, or even my creamy concealer. But let's go ahead. Step 2, I got my fluffy brush. We're going in with the powder that's given here. I mean, I like this, don't get me wrong. I keep looking at this. I haven't peeled off the sticker yet on that mirror. Let's just set it and see what happens. I mean, it is actually, I'm glad that I bought it. I ended up getting it 20% off, like $23. So I mean, that's not a bad deal to have in the collection. Yeah, I don't know. It actually did do a good job covering up the discolorations I have on my lids, but we really need to move on. I need more time to work with this, but I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. So, kind of messy. Like, look, I just opened it up. I made a little bit of a mess there. All right, we need to move on. Let's get into the brand, the new brand that I bought while in Sweden. A friend there tipped me off to this brand called CAIA. And it is, like I say, it is somewhere between like a high-end drugstore brand and like a high-end like Charlotte Tilbury, for example, in terms of its price point. But I think the quality is really good. On the back of all the packaging, it says like made in Italy, which is, you know, the labs in Italy I hear are quite good. So I went to the department store. I talked about this in my other video, this NK department store, chicest department store in downtown Stockholm. I went down into the makeup, you know, area of the mall down, because these things tend to be on lower levels. Anyway, I lost myself in the Charlotte Tilbury gondolas. I have a short on that, which I'm done. I'm done editing and I'm going to post. I just completely lost myself in the Charlotte gondolas. I was like frozen. I couldn't move. I was in such awe of how beautiful the gondolas were in the Charlotte Tilbury spot. It's like I wanted to live there. I just wanted to live there. But then next to Charlotte Tilbury was the section that had this brand, CAIA. And there were people waiting in line to shop in the CAIA gondola. So I got in line, waited my turn, got in, and, you know, I didn't want to go crazy. This palette, this face palette was recommended by a friend. So I had like a starting point. Plus I had just like combed over their website. Like I had a very good idea of a lot of this stuff, and it was just a matter of finding it in the gondola. So this is the face palette I got. Isn't it beautiful? This is a bronzer, contour, blush, and highlighter. And this is called a Sassy. It's CAIA face palette Sassy. So they had like 4 different face palettes. This is the one I went with because I felt like it matched my, I don't know, I thought it matched my tone and my vibe the best. Of course, there were ones with like deeper shades and even lighter shades. So this, I'd say this is like a light medium. I had a really nice helper. She agreed like, oh, she agreed that that would be a good palette. She also agreed that I picked out the right shade of this thing. This is a corrector pencil. And according to their website, it's kind of a new drop. I got it in the shade Vanilla. So here it is. Let's swatch it. This is shade Vanilla. And again, the girl that helped me out, she agreed, yeah, that's probably your shade. Now, I read about this online. It's got 10 different shades. Like the shade range for this thing is 10. I'm just putting it in all the places that it is going on so smooth. But again, like a product like this reminds me of, you know, my NYX Fix-It sticks. Although this, you can feel the difference in the luxe between this and this. This is like, you know, this is a much fatter, right? So maybe you could cover more ground with it. But this one, according to the, you know, the description on the website, is made to like get in and get like really, you know, specific areas. And this is just going down so incredibly smooth. Let's see how it blends out. I don't have a foundation down. I did use my Magic Vanish a little bit in like this area and in my nose contour area. I don't even know how we should blend this. We need like, maybe like a brush like this, like that has a little bit of density, but I can like spread it out. I feel like this is, you know, this is a corrector. So it's not probably necessarily meant to stand alone. So I should think about going over. All right, we're running out of time. We just need to kind of try to go in with our hands. And I do have a beauty blender on standby. I really like this pencil. So it was, so let's talk price points. It was about $22. It was about 22 bucks. So again, that's not that bad. That's really not that bad. I mean, you'll get, just checking it out. Actually, when I look in my mirror here, I didn't do that bad of a job. It's all kind of, it goes on, it feels like it goes on pretty creamy, just like the NYX Pro Fix-It sticks do. And it's blending into my skincare quite well. And again, the shade Vanilla tends to not do me wrong. So that, I mean, it's just a little bit of color correcting. I would obviously need to work more with it when I have more time, when the clock's not ticking and we don't have to get to work. But I think it's as blended as it's going to be for what I put on. But again, it comes in 10 shades. It's in the like under $25 price point area. Really solid company, manufactured in the labs in Italy, which I tend to think is a good indication of the quality of a product. And sometimes, that's what you're paying for. Like Charlotte Tilbury also has her stuff made in Italy, or a lot of her stuff on the back. When you look at the packaging, it'll say made in Italy, the Charlotte Tilbury stuff. So when I did my skincare, I used this product. I'm so glad I saw this at the very, very end. It is called Awakening Eye Cream. It's 15 milliliters. It has hyaluronic acid and caffeine in it, and it came in at like the $28, $30 price point. And I mean, let's compare it to, and I just had it out. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me already? Did it fall? Yes. Ugh, everything always falls. Why? I don't know. I'm just like a bull in a china shop. All right, so let's look at Charlotte Tilbury's Cryo Recovery Eye Serum. This also has caffeine in it. I'm sure if I read the back, I'm sure if I, dig deep into this, it also has hyaluronic acid. This was made in the UK, but it's the same concept. Same amount, 15 milliliters, same kind of applicator. These are great because they're cooling. The formula is in fact here. So here we go. I mean, totally reminds me of Charlotte Tilbury. And there's a Clarins product, which I don't have out, which is completely used, and I might have thrown away that empty already because it's been gone for like at least 5 months. But same kind of applicator, same kind of deal. It's got some caffeine in it. So I loved this. I put it on my hand first, like there's a tiny bit, and from my hand, I went under my eye. Okay, because I found with my Charlotte Tilbury that this product comes out so fast. Like when I went through 2 of these, I'm not going to buy another one because it's $80 some. So $30, $80. I mean, there's products out there that, you don't have to go super high end. I can't believe that I bought this thing twice, but I did like it that much. Anyway, same kind of applicator, same amount of volume. I found this caffeine in both, same idea. It's supposed to wake up under your eyes. I found that this one was a tiny, tiny bit thicker, and maybe that's why it didn't come out so fast. This one comes out so fast. I was afraid I was like wasting product. All right, I don't know if I have time to go in. I was going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin, like just a tiny, tiny bit. I mean, I feel like before I use this face palette, and I want to show you, I got a bronzing stick. It's a contour stick. I got it in the shade Almond. And look, this is a magnet. I mean, come on, it's so amazing. There were, I think, 4 shades to choose from. And it reminded me a little bit of my Too Faced. So I thought, I was trying to match them. That's the Too Faced. I did it. She first pulled out one that was like a little bit ashy, and I was like, that's too ashy. I'm like, what about this one? I pulled out the Almond. I said, I told her, I was like, this shade right here, I feel like matches my Too Faced stick, which is my favorite. And she said, yeah, it doesn't, if you don't want the ashier one, then, then get what you want, basically. Let's put it directly on the hollows of the cheek. That's the suggests to put it, these are all the contour areas. Oops, I totally messed up there, but I'll fix it. I'll fix it in the blend. I'm just in a hurry, and it's really hard to use this mirror and to talk to you and stuff. Even though I've been doing this for a year, I feel like such an amateur when it comes to demoing, and I don't wear so much makeup. I'm such a minimalist. I often just think who cares about how I put on my makeup, because you don't really see master transformations. I'm gonna get my lids, even though we did already set that Mario. I prep Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying like, I don't know. I'm not getting down on myself. This is just the way I do my makeup. But I do feel like, you know, I can still discern what products work for me and what products I'm just like would leave behind and not buy again. You know, what are gimmicks and what, oh God, poked my eye. And what products are, you know, are W's. This to me is a W, and it's gonna last me a long time. I'm super happy. It just means that I can put it into my rotation. You know what I'm saying? Like I can just rotate. It's gonna last me that much longer. I mean, and I will make it back to Sweden to buy more if I want. I don't doubt that at all. I think that that was a fantastic trip. I'm gonna stand up a little bit so I can like see in the mirror behind me. Such a fantastic trip. I'm already thinking I gotta get back there. Such a beautiful country. All right, here we go. This is just really nice. I don't know what to say. It's creamy, it blends well. She told me it was blendable because when I was like, well, you know, if I overshoot it and I get it too dark, I said I can just, you know, I can just lighten it up. And she's like, absolutely. She's like, it's super blendable. This is super blendable. I feel like this video is all over the place. I feel like it's turning into a crazy chain video, but I was just so excited to do first impressions with this brand, the CAIA brand. And so I hopped on here. I totally had more time. Like I said, I pedaled away this morning, just like, oh, I have so much time. And then before I knew it, I didn't. So let's just get into that face palette, do a little bit. Let's see how, I'm gonna check out the blush. We'll use some of the powder contour as well. And then I'm gonna bid you farewell. Here it is. I'm not gonna use a highlighter. I'm not brave enough to use a highlighter today. Let's get out a decent brush for this adventure. Let's start with this sort of, whoa, fallout, big time. So this palette was like 45 bucks. And I don't think that that's that much when you look at, like, there are so many brands that have palettes like this, like a, you know, like a face palette that have your contour, your bronzer, your blush, and your highlighter all in the same palette. So it's, you know, these things, again, always just boil down to a matter of, you know, brand loyalty. Where do you want to invest the majority of your money? And clearly this company is a hit in Sweden because I had to wait in line to shop in their gondolas. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay, put me in the line. I don't mind. And then there was fantastic customer service. The girl that helped me was so nice. You know, I didn't feel judged at all with my questions. You know, she was just really fantastic. All right, there I got like a little bit of bronze going on. This is like all I'm gonna do, but let's see how that blush looks. Let's get another good brush here. I don't know, maybe this one. It's more like a foundation brush. Here, maybe this one. I think this is a GenX Glam brush. No, beefy. This is a little bit maybe too dense. All right, that's fine because I just want to stamp it on and then go in with an all over brush to smooth it all out. It's pretty. We'll smooth it out. We'll smooth it out with a bigger brush. I'm going all in here. Like I'm starting right there because I'm going to drag it over. And then I'm going to get another brush to just kind of, we'll get a big brush to wipe out all these edges. I have pickleball tonight. I signed up at the last minute to spare in my pickleball league. And so I guess I shouldn't be going too crazy with the makeup. But again, because I have to, like, it's a mad rush on pickleball days to get home and wash, you know, quickly wash my face before pickleball. I love this brush by e.l.f. I so do. This side is like a more denser side. I can really push in that color without, you know, lifting too much of it off. And then on my fluffier side, I can really get the swiping all over my face just to get some of the, you know, the monochromatic look going on that I love so very much. All right, there it is. I don't know. What do you think? wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Oh, I guess we could find a lippy. I don't know. I have no idea. You know, this is the thing. When I come on here, oh, I love this end. I don't necessarily worry too much about finishing my eyes or, you know, lippies, especially lippies, because I keep so many lippies in my various bags and desk drawers. So if I put on a lippy here, 100%, it is not going to be the lippy that sticks with me for the rest of the day, right? And because of the age, and I've said this before, my eyelids, I feel like show my age. All I want to do is put down some sort of base, and that's like why I tried, you know, the new Mario thing that I tried to like just like get a base color that helps diminish the discolorations of my lids. And again, that can be accomplished with like a matte concealer or, you know, even foundation, and then just a neutral brushing of a color, you know, like of a you know, like usually like a beige or just something light, like nothing too crazy. What I really enjoy doing when I apply my makeup is I love the skincare prep. I love the color correction, just very, you know, very light hand. I love the contouring. I love my creamy bronzers, and then just like little pops of color, you know, with the blush, and evening it all out with some sort of, you know, setting powder, which I am going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush finish and do a quick all over. Same type of brush, different one. I mean, I have a couple of them. Love this thing. Just going to quickly go all over my face. All right. Now I will say, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. I hope your family are well. I hope you're enjoying, you know, these early days of the new year. And I can't wait to see you again in the next video. Take care.